Hey, boys and girls, weather report November 26th, 2021. Going to shoot it in the head.
Already? Boy, that was fast.
That was fast.
Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll stick around for a little while. See what the fuck happens. Who knows? Something might happen. Scott is missing today. He called in 5 minutes before we started and with some lame excuse, something about driving. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but anyway, so he won't be around. But anyway, yeah, so what's going on? So Dr. Crackers was on SFT, but I don't, SFT has a whole lot of, like he has a stream every night, and he pretty much says the same thing over and over again, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So
So I looked up what you were talking about. That was damn funny.
What's that?
Which
Filter?
what you should get is a gong, and then at the end you can hit it.
Yeah. Did you look up the weatherman that Filter was talking about in the song?
No, I looked up SFT as a car salesman, and he hit a gong.
Oh, you found
the
it?
best deal. I found it.
Oh, can you put a link in private chat?
I don't have the link. I've got the videos. I can send you the videos.
Okay. That'll do it.
It was on Facebook.
So we got a really nice website here called GonnaGoForIt.com. Atheist activism, YouTube productions, graphic design, and more.
Yeah.
How about
Doesn't
that?
it look nice?
It does look nice.
Why don't you show that?
Why don't I? I could show that. Could show it to the world. Whoa!
Yeah.
What just happened?
I spent at least 15 minutes, I think, making that.
Really? Does it have links and stuff?
It does.
And it's at heymannicepage.com or just nicepage.com. I've never heard of nice page.
GonnaGoForIt.com.
Yeah.
It has a bird.
What this one cost? What's the cost to host it? Is it expensive? Or is it free?
I paid this week, so including the domain name, I think it was 50 euros for a year.
Oh.
That's including 2 domain names, by the way.
Yeah, I don't believe in euros. Currency that's
3 domain names.
What was it?
3 domain names.
I just saw a joke about euros.
You can't scroll down. There's more than just that.
I have to open in another tab. Oh, okay. Ooh. It's got like a header and Artemis brand sample. Professor Flynn. I don't know.
Shit. You just found the one typo that's in there. It's brain sample. I forgot an E.
Yep.
He's going to kill me.
Yep, as he should. You can go fix that.
I'll fix that.
Yep.
And there's more.
What's I going to do?
You're halfway.
Huh? Oh, there's more. Oh, nice. That pops up. So you got transitions. Hang on a second. See that? Didn't that just pop up?
Yeah.
Wow. You got transitions and check out our links. Go for auspicious shows on other channels. And
Yeah, I'll add in more, and I'll add in links, and I'll put our shows on there, and
I don't see the most
whatever I
important.
can come up
I don't see the most important channel of all. I don't see it anywhere.
because I'm not producing. I'm not producing for you.
Well, you could say you are.
Yeah, but I'm not. I no.
You did my intro.
I'm yes, which is listed that we do intros for a lot of people.
Oh, this site sucks. I'm taking this down.
Oh boy.
It sucks. Anyway, okay. So I don't really have any.
What?
Speed?
What?
Yeah.
Oh yes, Peter. I'm doing it. You can't see it, but it's there.
All right. So back to the Christians, right?
Yep. Back.
Yeah.
To
What do you guys? I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I don't know. Probably this has been going on for a while, I guess. The Christians seem to be awful boring now, right? I mean, they've been going at each other for quite some time with all this goddamn doctrine, right? The OSAS crap, and it's just not entertaining. Like they used to be really entertaining for us. Because they always say stupid shit or do something stupid or whatever. It was always entertaining. You always had some sort of content, but lately it's just been.
David, it depends. It depends. If you go in their side chat and then start helping them, then it's entertaining because
helping them along,
they don't know. They don't know it's me, and they're praising me, which is funny because I'm actively blocked on Praise's channel. So that's funny.
Oh, yeah. I'm
not paying attention to my live chat.
I haven't even been following Praise at all. I don't know. There just hasn't been anything exciting. Praise, I think he's. I was talking about it earlier today that I think my theory with Praise is how he flip flops all the time. I think he's constipated now because he usually changes his mind every time he wipes his ass. So he hasn't been changing his mind. So he must be a little bit constipated or something. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with him, but he's just become very boring. Nothing's going on.
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed as well. Yeah. Well, maybe because it's winter, because usually in winter you put your flip flops away.
Yeah, it could be it too, Peter. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But by the way, Girlstreams has become a porn site.
Yeah. Yes. I heard that.
Yeah, I went over there and I was like, "Oh my god, what am I looking at?" And I switched off really fast. I wouldn't go back there.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
It turned into a porn site.
Was Wildheart showing off his sex tools again?
It was somebody else. Maybe it was that. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. He got bombed.
Yeah. So what else was I going to say? There's something. Oh, on Girlstreams they were talking about old Earth, theistic evolution, and Jay described it as God has his fingers in everything all the time. That he's currently directing evolution, that sort of thing. But no, there's a
phrasing.
What?
Just saying, I'm Dutch.
There's a whole. I'm not sure what you mean. There's a whole group of theistic evolutionists that basically accept all of science all the way back to the Big Bang, and just basically the way they believe is that God did the universe in such a way that it just automatically created all of this, right? And then when it comes to Adam and Eve, all of them have kind of workarounds for Adam and Eve and Christ and stuff like that. Here he is, the man himself who got it wrong. But yeah, so theistic evolution is a perfectly compatible position with all of science and naturalism, and doesn't believe that God is intervening at all, that God's intervention was at the creation of the universe, and created the universe in such a way that all of this just had to be. So that was the point.
Oh, maybe the Christians that I've been hearing that from were getting it wrong too.
Well, there's
more of God doing things to make things evolve.
Yeah, constantly.
Not the non-intervening thing.
Yeah, or constant intervention. Some of them believe that he just gave a little push and a shove here and there, but those are called old Earth evolutionists, and then theistic evolutionists, I believe, like what's the name, Swamidas. They prescribe to the idea that God, basically. Okay, imagine it this way. If you had a painter who was really skilled and he took his paintbrush and he did all this, and he worked for hours and hours on his painting, he would be really, impressive. But it would be more impressive if you had a painter that just grabbed up a bunch of paint and threw it on a canvas, and as it dripped down, it formed this beautiful painting without his intervention at all. Basically, it happened. It happened just with the initial boom.
I hate to break it to you, but those paintings exist.
They do. Oh yes. Yeah, actually, yeah. There's some artists that paint that way, but yeah, okay.
We're called Pollock.
Yeah, it's called a Pollock.
Jackson Pollock.
Yeah. Yep. One of those guys was featured on the TV series Billionaire, and he was whole part of the current season of Billionaire. So anyway.
So you just wanted to reprimand me for getting theistic evolution wrong?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to point out that there's another view. There's another kind of theistic evolutionist who I wouldn't have too much of a fight with, unless we had a philosophy fight, then or a neuroscience fight, then I would have a fight with them. But as far as evolution, I wouldn't fight with them guys at all. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, because if I remember correctly, I said I think I conditioned my statement. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but I never hear that part. I just go off on you. Yeah.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
By the way, Jay, has Jill taken revenge yet?
No. I told him, here's the funny thing. You'll like this bit of humor. I think this is humor you might appreciate, Peter. I told him in a chat, I said, yeah, I'll go. I said, okay. I'll go ahead and start up a StreamYard. And I just said, oh, that's all I said. I just said, yeah, I'll set up a StreamYard sometime. Or what did I write? Yeah, I'll set up a StreamYard. And so what would be if I told you, yeah, I'll set up a StreamYard, what would be like the first thing that comes to your mind to ask?
That you're gonna set up a stream?
Am I going to get a link or
when? Or when?
Yeah, when?
Yeah, I didn't tell him when.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you went live while he was live. I found that funny too.
Oh,
I must have pissed him off. Yeah.
Oh, no, you mean from last weekend? That was from the weekend before. Yeah. Of course it did. Yeah, well, he'd been on for 3.5 hours, so it's like, fuck it.
Well, what's funny? By the way, Steve, you're aware we can no longer use the singularity?
We can't use what?
The singularity.
Why?
Because it there wasn't a singularity.
It's been debunked.
Who come up with that one?
So this is a 10-minute video. I found that a really I love that woman. She's doing a lot of cosmology stuff, and she also found the world's first moving puddle in the United States. They've had to reroute trains and a highway, and that was a fascinating video. This one is a good one too. It's about the Big Bang.
Yeah.
I love the way she does her videos.
Did you say a moving puddle?
Yeah, there's a moving puddle in the U.S.
It's a moving sinkhole.
Oh,
yeah,
or something. Yeah. Hold on a minute.
A wandering sinkhole. A dangerous one, and it's poisonous. It's got everything for a good horror movie.
So it's like a Starlight Pit. It's like worse than the Starlight Pit from Return of the Jedi. That's just
it comes after you.
The wandering moving sinkhole. I gotta look this up. Along with my pictures of God. Oh, it's a moving geyser. Someone have it labeled as a moving geyser impacting major roadway in Imperial County.
I don't think it's a geyser. I think it's like a sinkhole, isn't it? Well, maybe.
No, it's oh damn. It has to do with it's volcanic, but that's what I know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so describe it as a bubbling pool of mud. Awfully referred to it as a mud pot. Says the geyser is this guy says the Caltrans says that the geyser is releasing CO2. It's been around since 1953, but it didn't start moving until 2016 following some seismic activity in the area. It's here in California.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's attacking railroads and highways and all kinds of shit, and it's probably going to.
You will find that the likes of Praise and Jill are praying, and God is now making it go your way, Jay. Look out.
Yeah.
Well, it's Imperial. Let me see. Where's Imperial County at? It may have a problem with some mountains and stuff. Oh, yeah, that's way south of me. Oh yeah, it's interesting. That's actually roaming around where Smokey Saint lives.
That explains it.
Yeah, that's actually in the same general vicinity of that part of California because he doesn't live. Not going to dox him, but yeah, he lives on that Southern California, the eastern side of Southern California, out in the Desert Springs or something like that, somewhere out there near that area of California, out there in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's got a long way to go. And I don't think it's gonna reach me. And if it does, I'd be like, more power to you.
The woman on screen is doing some kind of magic trick. She's holding up a loaf of bread with raisins in it with her hands. You see it?
Those look like cockroaches that are just on the bread.
No. They're raisins.
Those are raisins? Those don't look like raisins to me.
Those are galaxies.
Yeah, galaxies.
Yep. Anyway, the Big Bang happened everywhere, not just not somewhere else, that sort of thing. I wonder if it happened every when.
Who is Nerdio Savas?
I don't know, but he's brought us a psalm, very interesting one. The fool says in his heart, there is no God.
Mm-hmm.
I have something for speaking of that. Should talk to David sometime about if he wants to hear my thoughts on what I think the overall message, the psychology behind the Bible is.
Yep.
What do you think?
Well, without getting into too much, I think it's a parental narrative.
Oh yeah. You guys were talking. You remember? Okay, a guy came on to Gerst Dreams and he asked a question, and he was kind of echoey, and he asked, "Is there any other place where what you believe in would get you, and would basically get you damned?"
Yeah.
And okay, one of those places would be a really, like a monarchy, where you either worship the king or you get fucked, right?
Well,
so or if you have a really strict father.
Well, the issue with that is that you're going. So the thing is, do you believe it, and therefore it logically entails that you must do everything that it says. So you can follow, like, so for a king, that's a different kind of. You would basically, if it's a king or like a monarch, where everybody knows that there's a monarch and there is this monarch, and you're just simply doing this thing where you're being basically in denial. Now, some Christians would basically say that's what atheists are doing. They know there's this God, they know that it exists, and they're just doing whatever they can to piss it off, or just doing their own thing, and they don't want to abide by it. However, it's a little bit more complicated because you're now comparing God, you're now anthropomorphizing God as something that, as a human king, is to something that's a little bit much more powerful.
Yeah,
a greater concept, right? You know.
But I mean, if you didn't believe that the king was all powerful and that he deserved to be in control of everything, then it would be a similar kind of blasphemy.
Yeah, but you would still believe that there's a king. You would still believe that there's an individual that's there claiming to be something. So that
but you believe
individual.
Right.
But in this case, they're not. Somebody is telling you that there's something without showing you there's something, and you're being punished for not being convinced.
Right.
I get this. What it is that they're presenting to you.
Yeah, I understand the distinction, but the psychology is the same. You know, the all-powerful Father, powerful King.
The verse he cited, I love to challenge him, and I love to tell him to click the link and to prove to me that I am a fool who knows there's a God and still saying that there isn't one. Prove to me that I know that there is a God.
But there's not. Well, yeah, there's a problem there with the epistemology. You know, if you say there is no God, is that a position of belief, or is that a knowledge claim? Right? And
according to the Bible, it's a knowledge claim, because according to the Bible, everyone knows that God exists.
Yes, but the interesting thing is how people will change that to basically when it suits them. And I've heard theists do this recently, where those particular verses are referring to believers of the faith, not actually non-believers. But a lot of Christians use it to apply to everyone.
Jay, this is the problem with the Bible. It's the big book of multiple choice. It just depends on which verse you're going to cite, and then you can make it say everything you want.
Well, like I said, I've said this before. The Bible is an interesting narrative because it doesn't demonstrate the God. It just takes the God as a foregone conclusion. And I think, but the one thing that I find, well, there's many things that I find interesting about it, but when you look at the parental aspect of it, these people, so in the narrative with God's chosen people, they know God exists because Moses has delivered them from the hands, from slavery. They've been led by pillars of fire by night and a pillar of smoke by day, fed manna from heaven, and had all these little interesting things happen. Moses is out there, their leader, and Aaron are out there talking to God, asking God what to do, and they're wandering around and they're going to their promised land. When the people start to do things that God doesn't like, it's not because they believe God to not exist anymore. It's more like kids that are no longer getting pats on the head and just reverting to some kind of way that seems to be natural to human beings. Like, these people have no integrity, right? When Moses leaves the Israelites because he's going to go up on Mount Ararat and he's going to receive the law from Moses, what happens in that story? Everybody just starts to turn into an orgy down there, right? They melt gold, they make a golden calf, they start worshiping this golden calf, they start doing all these debaucherous acts, and then Moses comes back down and he's like, what the fuck is going on now? Right? So it's like these people can't behave themselves unless God is specifically there telling them and praising them and giving them it's almost like having a stupid puppy that you constantly have to reassert or reaffirm good behavior, because the minute you stop affirming good behavior, it reverts to some kind of nasty habits. It just starts to go crazy.
That is the perfect segue to what is currently the Netherlands.
the Netherlands.
Yes. The stupid puppy that you have to constantly confirm what is good and bad behavior. Let me show you this. This is fucking frightening.
Holy shit! What?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's kind of like Minnesota.
Michigan. Michigan's at like 86%.
In
What
my
the fuck?
small county, alone, we have about 1,000 new cases a day.
What the hell? What's going on over there? You guys aren't vaxxed?
There's a new a variant of the
South
COVID.
Africa. Yeah, the new.
No. There's a new one here too.
And it's running over the vaccine?
And it doesn't have a number. It doesn't have a name. It has a number. I forgot the number. But we're going back into partial lockdown as of Sunday.
Holy shit! You guys stay over there, please. Don't come over here. No travel, Peter.
I'm not going anywhere.
God damn. Yeah, it just keeps going on and on. You know, this might be like the beginning of the end of the human race, and we just don't know it yet. You know, we're at the very early stages of something that's going to take out like 99% of us.
Where's that at? That's November 21st, 2021. I'm looking up the new variants. This only goes to October. It might be. I'm not seeing. They only go up to the Delta variant. I don't know what this new one is. I've only heard about.
It's called new. NU.
The number
here.
That's the B1, the B11529 variant. It's B.1.1.529 variant that is causing infections in South Africa. Yeah, there's been some cases around Europe as well.
Yeah, that's the one that we have here.
Yeah,
we're going up.
Yeah, I think that's going to be called the new strain or something like that. But anyway,
new, the Greek letter new.
Yeah, so either way, but yeah, that's the bad one. That's the one they think that it's going to be. My brother was telling me there's a doctor that said he thinks it's going to be like 500 times more infectious than Delta.
Son of a bitch.
500 times more infectious than Delta variant. Not the Alpha. The Delta,
which is 10 times as infectious as the original.
As the Alpha. Yeah.
Alpha, yeah. Holy fuck.
Fun and games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens when people can't fucking starve something out.
Yep.
Yeah, that herd immunity is working well.
Yeah. Well, in South Africa, they can't get enough vaccines, so they're trying to create their own because we're apparently we're assholes. We have all these vaccines that we're dumping down, we're throwing out because people aren't using them in the U.S. and the rest of the world is short.
Here, the hospital has now stopped helping people with urgent cases because they're full with people that have COVID, and I think it was 99% of the people who get COVID are not vaccinated.
So
99% of those in hospital, 99% of those who are dying. So I'm really hoping this
it's not
Darwin Award thing kicks in, because I'm really sick and tired of those who won't vaccinate because we're not sure if it's safe.
8-speed.
No, this is really safe.
8-speed.
Yeah.
It's not new. It's got a better name than new.
What is it?
Omicron.
Oh my God, they've gone to Omicron already?
It's Omicron. This is an article on CNN. Omicron, a new COVID-19 variant with high number of mutations, sparks travel bans and worries scientists.
Worry scientists, that's not good. I hate when scientists get worried. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it says it is more transmissible and result in immune evasion. Let's see, I'm looking for anything that kind of stands out here. Yeah, initially it looked like some cluster outbreaks, but from yesterday, the indication came from our scientists from a network of genomic surveillance. Oh, for shit's sake, Black Friday ads, fuck off. Also on Friday, the Belgian government said one individual had recently arrived from abroad and was not vaccinated, had tested positive for the new variant, making it the first case in Europe.
So isn't that the last letter in the Greek alphabet? So the next one is going to be "You're all fucked" variant.
Greek. Let me find out Greek alphabet.
Or "We're all fucked." Just name it "We're all fucked."
It's not the last.
We already have alpha, beta, gamma, delta, AY 4.2, MU B1621, and lambda C37.
But we still got pi and rho and sigma and tau and epsilon and phi, chi, psi, and omega. So we still got a ways to go. But we're near the end. We're near the end of the alphabet.
Yeah. Well, the ones that I've listed are the ones that are currently in the Netherlands. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 variants of the COVID.
It is the most heavily mutated version of the virus we have seen to date. The variant carries some changes we've seen previously in other variants, but never all together in one virus. It also has novel mutations. It has a high number of mutations, about 50 overall. Crucially, South African genomic scientists said Thursday more than 30 of the mutations were found in the spike protein, the structure the virus uses to get into cells they attack. So yeah, it's changing to be more infectious.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. So pretty soon when you go to the emergency room, your doctor is going to be saying, time to shoot it in the head.
Yeah, they said while 273 new infections were recorded on November 16th, the figure had risen to more than 1,200 cases by November 25th, with more than 80% coming from Gauteng province.
Wow.
Yeah. And then what we don't know. Yeah. So since this one's kind of new, they're trying to, of course, study it as quickly as possible.
Anybody got any happy news? We need some happy news.
Hold your breath. Don't shake anybody's hand.
I've got some semi-happy news for people who aren't bored after this one and don't want to go do something else. Amy Nguyen is having a debate with the Gavinator, the pantsless apologist.
Why is Amy Newman doing that? Why?
I think just for fun.
Yeah, I guess so. I can't imagine it being fun.
I love the freaking really bad debate. They're not propositions. They're not resolutions. They're questions. Is there evidence for God? And it's like, okay. Like modern day debates has made a mockery out of fucking formal debates. It's just you're just debating a question. Like, okay. Just answer the question, sure, and then walk away. Wait, we're going to debate this. No, I answered the question. Well, what's your reasons? That fuck off.
I love Gavin's citations. Most of them are like YouTube videos,
or like when he would actually cite the sale page on Amazon for a book.
That was
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Amazon pages.
Or when he copied all his citations, were him copy and pasting the citations that he got from one article.
Yeah.
Yep. It was somebody else's article, and he just copied and pasted that guy's shit and threw it on there.
I still think his best debate was when he was in a library doing a debate on the internet and was sent outside.
Right? Yeah.
Well, the best thing about it was he said he couldn't continue the debate because he was being kicked out, or the library was closing, right? But then he was still online walking home.
Yes. Walking outside.
Yeah. His camera was on. You could hear the outdoors and everything. And they're like, okay.
Yeah. First he couldn't find his way out. That was funny. And then when he finally was out, he was still online. That was That was brilliant.
Has anyone seen this video? It came out today. It's Apologia on Vice Rhino's channel. And it was pretty good. They're going over, let's see, what are they going over here? Who was it?
Frank Carrick?
Oh
no, these two.
Oh.
The guy that's a detective is on the right, and the guy that wrote the book about how he did an investigation for it because his wife was a Christian, and then he found out that God existed. What the hell's his name?
Oh, I heard of that guy.
Yeah, these two guys. Anyway, they were talking about the order of when the books were written in the New Testament, and they got a whole bunch of shit wrong. But there's a whole bunch of information in this video that's.
Is it Warner? Is it J. Warner Wallace?
I'm not sure. One of them
Look
is
in the description.
Apologia. Okay, Lee Strobel and J. Warner Wallace. Yeah.
Yep, that's him. Yeah, I found his book.
Yeah. Yep. But there's a whole bunch of interesting information about what scholars think when what was written and the order of things. And these guys, I don't know, they make a case for the fact that certain thing. Paul's death wasn't mentioned, so they believe that the some New Testament book, and I forget what they are, was written shortly after Jesus died, so it was real close to being an eyewitness account. So the detective is making the case that this is an actual eyewitness; he was really there, and it's like, okay, Luke. I think they were talking about Luke. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
My brother and I went over some problems with Luke. There's some problems with the narrative with the I can't go into the details right now. I'd have to look back into it, but there's problems with the whole nativity narrative there. There's issues with that as compared to some of the other gospels.
Why? I don't get adults believing this crap. Okay, always been an atheist.
Nor do I.
So I just don't fucking get it.
I know. I can't figure it out either.
Yeah, my turning point is being raised as a Christian theist was when I started watching some of these videos and I started seeing or hearing people use the same justifications that I would use when having conversations, which I didn't have a lot of conversations. I only had I think I may have only had a conversation with 2 people that I knew that were basically non-believers. One of them was a friend of my brother's, and one of them is my brother-in-law now. And I used the same tired shit. And I just watched people just kind of shoot those things down. And I was like, ugh, this isn't good.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of it was just because a lot of people who just don't believe in that, they believe God to not, or, whatever their position is when it comes to God, they don't spend a lot of their time thinking about it. So they don't really come up with a justification for why they believe it's not the case or why they don't believe it, because they don't think they need a justification for just simply saying, yeah, I don't believe it. I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
Right. They don't get into the, into epistemology and how to justify a reason. You can actually, but the thing is about what people don't realize is that if you say, if a Christian says, well, why don't you believe that? And you go, I'm not convinced of it. That's a justification for why you have an attitude towards that thing. You don't have to necessarily give a syllogism to demonstrate why it is that you hold to this position that God doesn't exist or why you're not convinced. That's literally your justification can just simply be, you haven't convinced me. There's nothing that you've said that gets me to believe that this God that you're saying exists. Well, why do you believe that? I just gave you my justification. You are not convincing me. That's all you have to do.
Yep.
Now, if you want to continue having a conversation on it, then you might want to fucking dive in a little bit more. But for the most part, that still works for justification. It just depends on how far you want to take the conversation.
So what is the freak saying here? So basically, you're admitting your actual knowledge of God is from what one of your smarter friends told you it was. Where did he get that from?
I don't know.
That's still not knowledge, because that would be at best hearsay.
Yeah. So there's the point I was making last Wednesday, Peter, is that there.
I don't think DeFreak was really listening to what I was saying. I was raised in it, so my knowledge of God is from the Bible and from what my parents taught me from the time I can remember.
Yeah.
So, not from a friend. I had conversations with two friends about God, and what I was saying was my ways of arguing against their arguing why they should believe in God were the sucky ass shit that I've been seeing on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The Freak is our resident believer. Believer. I call them believers, like beavers. Believers.
Yeah.
Well,
Believers.
I used to mock the Freak, and I found out that you can actually have a decent conversation with him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Seems.
Although that he said one time that he was. Oh damn! How did he say that?
Wait, dude. Guys, look at what Stephanie wrote.
Jesus went to the Romans and they shot him? Shot him?
Shot him.
They had firearms. I didn't know they had firearms back then. Did you?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Is that in the Bible?
Wait a minute. She's talking about the Mormon Jesus, the one that was in America, because in America they had firearms going back to the Stone Ages, I think.
Hold on. The American Jesus is still alive. Hold on. The American Jesus is still alive.
He is.
He has a website. She does YouTube videos. Christ Lisbeth.
Really? We should check this out.
Jesus was a woman.
And still alive.
And yeah, well, she came back. She came back. Have you heard of the second coming? That's her.
That would explain the 12 men.
Yeah. Apparently, Jesus had a hobby too.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Okay, maybe Peter and Mark at the same time. Let's go.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Wait a minute.
It was Paul.
What is this Elvis comment in refers to? What the fuck?
You can shoot someone and not kill them, Stephanie.
Never did you. Yeah.
That's why when you watch the news, they say shot and killed. You can be shot and not be killed.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
Well, Stephanie is the resident poet, so she was being poetic.
I love it when Stephanie's on here because she'll always make claims like she knows something, but when you get her cornered, then she'll say, I don't know anything. And it's like, then stop making fucking claims.
She's a resident poetic hippie stone person who makes all kinds of hippie comments.
Now,
I'm
wondering, is the Freak thinking that Elvis was Jesus?
Yeah.
I'm so confused now.
Knowing him, he probably does. He says some pretty sad things in chat.
Yeah, now I remember he's a born-again Muslim.
Can you not see the meaning? Stephanie, I realize that you're using shot in place of being killed, but a person can be shot and not be killed.
Yeah.
I'm being pedantic.
Taken out and shot. I don't know. That's what I always threaten to do with employers that are under my.
And it's weird to use those terms.
Programmers.
It's weird to use the term shot nowadays because when we think shot, we think firearms, not necessarily shot with a crossbow.
Yeah.
He was killed by crucifixion. So
when I review another programmer's code, I always say to him or say to my coworkers, take him out and have him shot.
What you should do is be more passive and say, I tell you what, why don't you do something more constructive for us? And what's that? Instead of you programming anything here so that we have to fucking fix your fuck ups, there's a really busy freeway over there, and I want you to go out and
go play in it. Go play in the freeway. My parents used to send us to play on the railroad track.
Shot, crucified, same thing. Yes, just like stabbing and being hung at the same time, right?
Wait, Elvis was still alive because Jesus, it was before his time, but he saw a TV show once? What?
Okay.
Why is that first one a question?
That Elvis was still alive because Jesus? It was before my time, but I saw a TV show once. Okay.
Uh-oh, Jay, you got Stephanie pissed at you now, boy.
Yep. Okay. So Stephanie's mad off of his head. Off of his head. Okay. I'm going to remove him.
Nicholas down there. He goes, Jay, haven't you seen Jesus Christ Superstar? The Romans clearly had guns.
Yeah, let's crucify this stream. Whatever.
And Stephanie, I'm just going off of your words. I'm using your words that you're using, and I'm telling you, your usage of the word shot is fucking dumb. That's all.
Super pardon turkey energy.
Yep.
Jesus ate shit and died of dysentery.
Oh my god.
I love the new name. The name keeps changes their name every day.
Yeah.
Well,
it was Super Turkey Energy the other day.
Oh my god. You use your brain and stop using dumb words like shot instead of crucified. Or,
Stephanie,
you can't tell me. You can't make any claims. You don't know shit, Stephanie. Stop saying you know anything.
Stephanie doesn't lose her shit too often, but
yeah,
I know.
Yeah, she loses her shit on Jay though all the time.
Yeah,
no, I admit I'm guilty of picking on her.
Yeah,
I don't get.
Jay does have a special talent.
I'm kind of like, I found out that actually I don't think this is possible, but I think my pit bull. I think my mentality for like picking on people that don't like me, like like Jill, the more he picks on me, the more I like go after him.
Yeah.
I think that's rubbed off on my pit bull, because when I take my pit bull to the park and there's a dog that clearly does not want to hang around my dog will just insistently pester the shit out of him. Oh god damn. I just read No Directions response to Stephanie.
No one is telling you how to live. Any such advice would be antithetical to the oh damn. I think he's probably gonna Stephanie's getting a rough time today.
I'm making a point that you cannot read a book and know its meaning. You are blind in your reading due to the fact of no grain. Okay, how did I just read what you just wrote? What kind of meaning can I now get from reading what you just wrote?
If you have all white matter, that's not possible, I'm afraid, Stephanie, because it's the same cell. White matter.
I'm being put in my place here by Stephanie. I'm just getting fucking.
Yeah, you're getting nailed.
To be fair, reading the Bible with all the contradictions in there, it is hard to figure out what the meaning actually is, because it can mean literally everything.
No gray matter.
The fact that we had King James going up to his government and telling them that apparently if being gay was good enough for Jesus, then it should be good enough for the King of England. This is the guy that most Americans got their Bible from.
Hey, Red Fang. Hey, here's the thing. That's one from DeFreak. Jay does have a cool avatar. When his voice sound circle highlights him, it's Trippy's out his Joker face hypnosis effect. Yeah, I was actually accused by Chaos Theory of when I chose this icon of trying to lure in underage children, because the circles, eccentric circles behind the Joker face are what pedophiles use to identify and lure children in.
Really? I thought it was candy. I thought it was
funny. I thought it was just really scary how much he knew about like the pedophile community. And I was like, okay. And he goes, you didn't know this? And I'm like, no, because
had to look it up.
Pedophiles don't really fascinate me or
Is-
interest me in any way. I'm wondering why you're so fascinated by this.
Yeah.
Hey, Red Fang's here. I don't know if you want to throw out the link.
I keep throwing out the link. Nobody comes in.
You know you can pin that to the top, right?
Should we mention that the awesome Baptist Bible Believers Big Bang blowout was basically blown off by everyone?
Who's Big Blue? Who? What? I missed
Ken
that.
Hovind had he made this up himself and he can't say it. The Baptist Bible Believers Big Bang blowout. I can say it. He can't. He challenged atheists to come to Dinosaur Adventureland a day before
Oh
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
And then when no one made reservations, he said, we can also do this online. And so they did it online last Wednesday, and no one showed up.
Oh, nice.
No one. Not a single atheist, not even online.
Do you have a link to? Do you have a link to that?
I can get you a link to that.
No, I was also laughing at No Directions Chaos Theory search history to make the worst pervert uncomfortable. we had a long back and forth. Nicola and I took turns having a long back and forth with him on a DM once. Round and around and around and around and around.
Okay. Feed. There you go.
He's got it.
There's a link.
So what did he do, Peter? He challenged atheists, or what?
He challenged. This went on for months. He said that he was planning the Baptist Bible Believers Big Bang blowout. I can still say it without getting it wrong once. He can't. He had to correct himself every single time he said it.
This was Wednesday? Oh.
Bible Believers Baptist Big Bang blowout.
And the funniest thing is, and this is the only reason why you should watch that video, and count the number of times that Matt Powell is embarrassed live on air, because you can see it. And he's looking at his wife with a look in his eyes. Help me.
Yeah, I see. I noticed that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure Matt Powell isn't being kept hostage?
It looks that way, doesn't it?
I'm going to make a prediction. Within a year, Kent Hovind is looking for a new tech guy because Matt Powell is taking over Steve's job. So Steve, who is a drug addict, is probably going to be kicked
he's
from
going after
Dinosaur Adventureland because earlier this year he donated his Jeep and then wanted it back, and he got it back, and he stole over $10,000 from the ministry.
Wait, I want to know exactly, because I know that Matt Powell, he was up in Michigan for a while. Then I think he went out to Arizona for a while, right?
Yep.
Now he's in where? Alabama?
Georgia.
Yeah, now he's in Repton, Alabama, and he's Hovind's sidekick now, and he's taking over the tech stuff. He's making sure that Hovind is on every platform, every social media platform. Today, a video came out that is obviously made by Matt Powell, because the whole style of the video is Matt Powell. But he's not going to stay there. So they're going to kick Steve to the curb. Steve is going to take off to wherever the fuck he came from. And then in less than a year, Matt Powell and his wife will get the fuck out of Dinosaur Adventureland. And then Hovind is screwed, because then he has no tech guy at all. And I'm waiting for this. This is one of the best notes that I'm.
Oh, it's only an hour, huh? Okay, cool. I'll have to check this out.
Let's play a little bit here.
Transitional fossils. Okay, this lady, what's her name? Emma Thorne. What do you know about her?
He's going after Emma Thorne now.
What is it? Wait a minute. What does it matter what he knows about her?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
What's
Sorry.
happening?
That was my phone.
Okay. Well, let's get Emma Thorne going on here. All right, here, full screen, and hit play.
Emma Thorne is pretty cool. I just found her.
I'm going to watch some more of Simon Dan's content.
Oh, I know her.
Channel down below.
I've seen her
British
videos
content
before.
creator,
Been a
young
while.
creationist debunker. That lining up with Matt Powell as a guest on the
Oh.
Kent Hovind show. This is one of the
What's
best
her
guests of
name?
my life. That's all I'm saying. So he's obviously done a video recently about Matt Powell, who, let's be honest, if you have any kind of science channel, it's going to be very easy to debunk him because his views are as old
He's
as
an idiot.
Emma, if it's easy to debunk him, send us the best evidence you got, honey.
Watch her video. She does a pretty good job. Anyway, so check out Emma Thorne if you haven't.
I think I was first introduced to Emma Thorne from, was it Rachel? She's from England. She was friends with Rationality Rules and Cosmic Skeptic. I can't think of her full name though. Skinny thing, does makeup videos and stuff like that, but she's an atheist. I just can't think of her full name right now. I haven't been blanking
Emma
on her
Thorne.
name. No, this is a Rachel something.
Rachel
But-
Oates.
Yeah, that's her. That's
Yeah.
her. I think I first saw Emma Thorne. She was on Rachel Oates' channel.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to link that channel in the description.
Super Pardon Turkey Energy says she looks like Harry Potter. That was literally the first thing that I thought.
She looks like Velma.
Yeah.
Yeah, she also looks like Velma. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a point. By the way, in the Netherlands, we have this saying, he's smiling like a farmer with a toothache. That's Matt Powell during the entire video.
So let's see. Emma Thorne.
Poor guy.
Kent Hovind's Whacking Atheist. She did 2 parts on that. And Christian channel, let's see what else. Christian Mom Sue's School for Pride event. Got some good content. Anyway.
The
And very
Body
charming.
Shop-
Huh?
What is this one? The Body Shop is an MLM, a multi-level. Is that multi-level marketing?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is feminism satanic? The transformed wife.
That's a great one.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Do you think feminism is satanic? If there's any
Is
proof,
being gay disrespecting your body?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not according to the gay people I know.
Judge Judy destroys
I guess it really
MLM.
depends on your. I guess it depends on your level of what constitutes disrespect.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, some good stuff here. Atheist stuff.
I know-
YouTubers. Feminist stuff. Yeah. Quite a charming person. Anyway, I enjoy the videos. So
She doesn't look like she's out of high school.
looks a little young. Probably
Is
about.
Is masturbation gay? It just depends on what you're thinking about.
The thing is, 20
It depends. It depends on who you think your hand belongs to.
25-year-olds strike me as toddlers now that I've gotten up there in years. So I see a 25-year-old and it's like, yeah, he must be in like a toddler.
And masturbation is spelled with a U.
It is.
Masturbation.
Yeah, and gay is spelled with an A.
Yeah. There's no need for the HE.
I've never felt an urge to spell it.
I always make sure around certain Christians. I always make sure to use military phonetics. Just
Well, he's got a point. He's got a point. You can't get more same sex than masturbation. That's a good point.
you can't what?
There you go.
You can't get more same sex than masturbation.
No, you can't go any higher.
That is as same sex as it's going to get.
Huh? I don't know.
Well, there are exceptions to that.
Well, does that mean you can rape yourself?
Yes.
If you have a split personality,
I've done that.
and you're very bendy in some parts.
Depends on how much cocaine you got in your system. You can do it, Jay.
Then you can blame yourself.
I've done that.
You can blame yourself. Then the following,
tried to go fuck it.
The following day, you can start blaming yourself for dressing too seductive.
All I said was fuck me, and then the other personalities took over.
Speed actually tried to fuck himself. Go fuck himself.
That's like in that movie. What's that movie? Me, Myself, and Irene. And he goes, "Oh, I wasn't good enough, huh? And I'll bring in this thing." And he's waving around that big, like 12-foot fucking dildo. She goes, "Oh, you didn't use that on me." And then he goes, "Oh God."
Oh fuck! There was a season of Shameless where Frank hooked up with this lady, and he, to basically use her for money at home, and she had a thing for these gigantic fucking dildos up his ass, and it was like, and he had to suffer through that. I don't know if you watched Shameless, but
I watched the first couple seasons, but I find while I find Emily Rossum to be quite attractive, she's kind of annoying.
Really?
Yeah, I find her kind of annoying.
Well,
yep.
Anyway, she leaves the show about halfway through, I think, or about toward the end. But anyway,
who's 62 IQ Chesh? I know who they're referring to. They're referring to Cheshire, but that's obviously not a fan.
But it was complicated. Yeah, it is complicated.
Yeah, it's too complicated.
Yeah.
Snorting something on your nose.
Yeah.
He has rebuke and reprove. I have wet dreams of Jake and Jeff. That is not the same. That is not Jill.
Yeah, you're not reading that correctly. It doesn't say rebuke and reprove.
No, rebuke and remove. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Rebuke and remove.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't actually read it. I took it at first glance.
Mm-hmm. You might know who that is.
I don't.
Is it Jim?
Oh no, is that Jill?
Well, it's somebody trolling as Jill, or somebody's trying to troll as Jill, but obviously they're not. Not with rebuke and remove.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Just look at the last comment.
It's me. Who? Oh, it's me. I don't know who that. Oh, it's probably Peter.
It's Peter.
It's Peter trolling himself. Masturbation at its finest.
I had so much fun. With Jill. Jill and I were in the same live chat, and people kept mixing us up.
Oh, well, you should. Yeah, and the thing is that you're not going by rebuke and reprove. I actually went on. This was some time ago, but I actually was trolling as Jesus is Lord. This is back before he, had that channel removed, and got kicked from Raging Atheists channel because I got into a conversation with who was I in it? Oh, with Cafe, and I kept telling him to stop encouraging Christians, fellow believers, to do drugs.
I just give secular pagan mom permission to boot anybody she wants.
Well, don't do that. Next thing you know, you'll have Smokey on your ass telling how you're putting the band hammer down. And
band hammer, yeah. I like the band hammer. Yep.
They were apparently there was something said by Knock on his channel, and Will Kincaid kind of caught it, and he's like, "Oh, I think this is interesting." He's basically saying, he's going to have his mods just banning people left and right, and it wasn't the whole reason that he got rid of John Peterson was because John Peterson was banning a bunch of people. This just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are anything. I mean, they talk about just digging for gold.
I think John is still mad at me. I don't know. He hasn't called me for a while. I should give him a call and see how he's doing.
Yeah, I haven't seen him around in a while, but then again, I haven't been frequenting a lot of live streams.
Well, he used to call me once in a while, but But I had a. Is somebody sucking a Slurpee? Is that you, Jay?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my Nicorette gum.
Oh, you have Nicorette gum?
Yeah, I'm flipping it around.
Oh,
It's the little 20 pack, so all the pieces are loose inside the box. That's why it's making it. Yeah.
Okay. So you decided to come over to the right side of the tracks and start using nicotine products, or you've been doing it for a while?
I've been using Nicorette gum for quite a while.
I like the lozenges, and I particularly like the lozenges and the gum at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I can't. I can only do like the 2 milligram gum though.
What?
Yeah, I can't do the 4 milligrams. Just way too strong. And that stuff makes my heart race, man.
I use a 4 milligram lozenge and 2 4 milligram gums at the same time.
Good.
So that's
God
12.
almighty.
12? Yeah, but it's keeping me alive. It's the only thing keeping me alive. Barking for Truth is here. I'm guessing I know who that is. Barking for Truth. I like that.
That's another Peter.
Yeah, it's another Peter.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. I got a molecule on the screen, guys. What do you guys think when you see shit like this?
I thought it was a graph for sound waves.
Really? I mean, okay, like David, when you see that, do you know what all those things mean? I mean, or do you just see like, what do you see?
Not really.
Oh, that makes sense.
That was funny. That was actually funny when praised.
But those are so fucking cringy. Those are so weird. That's where his brain goes. Praises. Yeah. He goes to like that.
I just see a bunch of letters. That's all I see. I don't know what it is.
Well, I was going to try to explain some of this stuff so that you guys, when you see this, you can understand what you're seeing, because it isn't that difficult. But look at that little fucker on the bottom, the way they wrote it out. Octadecanoyl 2,5-Z, 8Z. That's called IUPAC or IUPAC notation. But all of that, like octadecanoyl. Huh?
That's inositol? Or inositol is part of it?
Inositol is on the right. So the inositol is a 7-carbon sugar. That's on the right. So it's called phosphatidyl. It's an example of a phosphatidyl inositol, and you have that in your cell membranes, basically. So
that is not what that is.
A phosphatidyl.
I'm looking at that drawing. That is. I'm looking at the drawing. That's not what the drawing actually is. Noah and his family getting off the ark after the flood. Just look at it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
This
blot. It's like an ink blot test.
See this right? This little. See the little. It's the 2 lines shooting up from one of the little. The circle above it. That's a representation of Jesus walking on water.
Yep.
And you can see one of the people who drowned at the bottom.
And see this repeated use of OH together, OH, OH, OH. That is indicative of hell, because everybody knows Ohio is hell.
Well, now, okay. Now you can see the 2 legs. So it is Jesus walking. Okay, and there's his head. And actually that inositol group up there is called a head group on a phospholipide, which is what we have here. But anyway, I thought I might try to do a little explaining someday of what this shit means, because it ain't that complicated. So this would be called like structural chemistry. And how the fuck do I turn it back? Okay. I want to go back. Oh, now it's upside down. Now it makes more sense upside down. Anyway, because I don't know. You just should know what those things mean, because they're not that fucking difficult. At least you should be able to recognize ethanol, right? But anyway, I was just wondering how much the average person knows about these things. And it's just a question.
Yes, Ohio is hell. The Greek says Ohio is hell. Yeah. Anybody who's been through Ohio and lives in Ohio knows Ohio is hell.
Ohio kind of sucks. I don't know, like Columbus. It's like this little island city in the middle of like a desert is what it looks like. When you're coming up on it, you can actually see Columbus from a distance, and it looks like a lot of nothing, which is Ohio, and then Columbus in the middle.
I'm one to talk being originally from Michigan, because you drive from Michigan, you drive from central Michigan, then you get to Indiana, and it's just more flat farmland as far as the eye can see. Then you end up in Ohio, and it's more flat farmland as far as the eye can see. Until you start getting a little bit closer to like, North Carolina or Kentucky, then it starts kind of getting a little bit more contour. Some rolling hills and stuff.
The Upper Peninsula is cool. Have you been to Iron Mountain, Michigan, and Bessemer?
If I have, it's been a long time, and probably when I was real little.
Oh. Yeah, that's where my family comes from. Originally is Bessemer, but that was back in like 1901 when they lived there.
I think the furthest I've been north in Michigan is Sault Ste. Marie. That I can remember.
Me and my son went to a family reunion up there and drove across the Upper Peninsula. It was beautiful, beautiful territory. We left out of Duluth Superior and went across. That was a pretty good road trip.
Yeah, and then you go during the summer, and you get eaten up by black flies and mosquitoes.
Is this a little peepee? Is a little peepee here?
No. Yeah, that's a
that
troll.
Peter.
Yeah.
It's Peter again. How many of these things do you have, Peter? I'm not going to throw anybody.
Far too much. They've got too many of these.
Too much time on your hands, man.
Well,
no, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Honestly, what happened is a while ago, Chrome introduced this new feature where you can be on Chrome on different accounts. So you can have a tab open on this account and tab open on another account.
Mm-hmm.
What a side effect of that is that YouTube apparently linked every single YouTube channel you've made in your life to the channel that you currently have. So when I was trying to switch an account, because I've got a second Gonna Go For It channel, I looked and I saw all of these accounts that I could switch to. And that I forgot that I've ever made. So I'm just making use of those.
But if you're on YouTube Studio, you have to be on the right account, or it gives you this big ass something went wrong thing. So every time I switch to another account, I got to switch back. And StreamYard added a whole bunch of new features. One of them is slide share. Like you can put PowerPoint presentations in your brand now and bring them up easier, and a bunch of other shit. Something about tabs. I haven't looked at it all yet.
Stuff that you could do on OBS 10 years ago.
I don't know what you mean by OBS, Peter.
Catching up.
Yeah.
I just put OBS Studio on this. How do you not know about OBS? It's what I use to capture my clips.
What?
That's how I capture stuff.
Oh.
Like,
you know what I do? You know what I do with OBS, Jay?
What?
What is wrong with what?
It's
what
like
is
this, so I can wave. I'm in StreamYard. Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Give me the finger again, Peter, like you did backstage. Thank you. I love you too. Oh, okay. What is not telling saying? I should have kept my mouth shut, having no friends, no family, etc. I get desperate to talk with somebody. Sincerely apologize. Don't leave. We'll talk to you. We like lonely people.
I don't know who not telling is.
I don't know.
It's kind of a weird name, right? Not telling, but you're desperate to have conversations, but you go by the name.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, not telling.
After seeing that porn bomb incident on Ger's streams, I'm going to double down on never letting anybody in unless I know who they are for sure.
What happened? Because I have no clue what you're talking about.
He had some guy in, and I don't know. He put up some porn picture right away. Wouldn't talk for a minute, and then put up a porn picture. So.
Better than, well, shit, freaking.
Who was that guy?
God, a pagan something or no? It was no. What was it?
22 something, wasn't it?
20, yeah, 22 secular, or I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Something weird like that.
Someone's blaspheming my name again.
Yeah.
Well, Speed, if you ever get in that situation, what you got to do, you make yourself full screen, then you pull the person on, then make them talk, make them, try to figure out who they are. Then just do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember when Stupid Horror Energy just showed up on Praises where just topless.
I mean, you can always force them, say, hey, listen, if you want to stay on, show your face or do something, do whatever you want to do, but that'll keep you from getting porn bomb doing it like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And until they start talking,
yeah.
There was actually a guy, he didn't porn bomb. Whose channel was that on? I can't remember. Oh, I think it was One Way's. It was One Way's channel, and this guy comes on there, and he's talking like he wants to have like serious conversation. And everything. Goes, oh wait, something's going on here. He turns his camera off. And then they're talking for a little bit. He goes, "Oh, I got something to show you guys." And when he turns his camera back on, he's got his camera on his phone on, recording,
getting out of the shower.
His poop.
Oh shit!
The shit that he literally. Yeah. Because that's what I
got. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I know monkey fling poo, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I would immediately stop the stream and go out and make it. I would not allow that shit. Literally wouldn't allow that shit. No, I mean that shit maybe, but not.
I got blamed for it. I got blamed for porn bombing Nephilim Freeze.
Really?
Channel. Yeah,
you all did that.
Bruce was blamed for that too on Neff's channel. Bruce porn bombing Neff. What?
I have a question about Nephilim Free. He hasn't had anything for like over a month. Like
I don't know. I was going to mention that a few months ago I started watching. I thought, let's see what he's doing because I'm still subscribed and I started looking, and I don't know if any of you know him. Guy's name is Marshall. He joined, and he was in his bathtub. And then Neffy asked him, "Are you in the tub?" And he said, "Yes."
I know where you're going with this.
"Are you naked? Are you naked?" And he said, "Yes." And so he was kicked. And then some other guy came on, full frontal. No idea who it was, but Neffy had two naked guys in one stream. I thought that was hilarious.
Is that the dude that went from one side, the right side of the camera, and then went into a room that was in the middle of the shot, just walking through the shot?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Nicholas got.
All I saw was his butt. I'm like, wait, what?
Nicholas got that. Well, Nicholas got that beat. He says the worst instance of P-bombing ever was when someone bombed Matt Slick with video of Matt's daughter.
Oh, shit.
With Matt's daughter?
Matt Slick's daughter. She did porn.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just mean. That's just oh.
That would be bad. That would be bad. Too mean. Too mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty terrible. I wouldn't do that.
As a person is being addicted to other people because of what they believe, I think that's pretty fitting. Let's see how you like it that your own family is normal.
She dabbled in porn, huh? That's got to be tough on him, having his daughter dabbling in porn.
What's worse is that all the atheists knew. Wow. That was even worse for him.
Yeah, that's bad.
No, that just proves the depravity of atheists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course all the atheists know. They're all porn junkies.
Well, that kind of indicates how bad he is too, for people to go to that level to get back at him. I mean, he's really an asshole.
Some people take it. They take that shit a little too far.
Yes, I agree. You
know, like when Praise threatened to kill me and Nicola because reasons.
Yeah, you don't have to make it personal.
And then some atheist sent Praise a picture of himself nude with his crotch hanging out.
Yeah,
he's still pissed off. I recently saw that he made a community post about that. That was good.
Yep. So that Faithless Forum, I was kind of amazed at how, without any moral foundation, how well atheists were getting along with each other. I was wondering, if God did that or not. How does that happen? I mean,
you must not have been part of the part that Arn Ra was part of, that little bottle that he got.
Oh, that little bottle of hot pepper sauce.
Yeah.
That paste, the goo.
Yeah. He was walking around with it. He had two bottles, and one was ghost pepper, and the other one was something even more atomically evil. And they put one drop on a piece of pizza, and it almost killed a girl.
That was Hannah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hannah. Okay. Yeah.
Or Hannah. H-A-N-A. I think that's
okay.
I only saw the beginning of that clip, and it looked pretty entertaining. Him talking it up, and Woodruff, standing up and just trying to hold his laughter because he was trying to videotape it all, but he's like, "Yeah, I know that shit's hot." I mean,
what is really funny, if you give Arn something that is actually really, really hot, he gets the hiccups.
Really?
Which is really funny to watch.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
I love that that blatant claim right there. Of course, morality is baked into your conscience mind. It is from God.
Yeah, something's baked into his mind, but I don't think it's morality though.
I got a picture of Arn from the conference. I got to show you.
I would have just let this.
If you ask Jefferson Spatchcock, what is baked in the Dutch people's mind is something entirely different. Just ask him.
He actually got dressed up like that? Bravo.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Yep, that was pretty cool. And he did the pose. So
could have taken the orange. Could have done something with that orange cap on the fucking musket.
AJ put that on a bottle of rum, and then Arn retweeted that.
Well, the orange cap was to keep the police from shooting him dead in Texas.
Looks like they talked about some really in-depth shit there at the Faithless Forum.
Oh, yeah. This was, pretty serious.
What did he dress up like that for? What was the purpose of it?
He just does stuff like that. And it just looked, I don't know, just to be cool. Because he kind of looks like a pirate.
It might be so he doesn't get mistaken for Bigfoot again, because that has happened.
Yeah, and the orange cap is to keep the police from shooting him to death. So
yeah. Well, he's not. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Never mind. You're right. Let's not go there.
There's something about his skin tone that might play a fucking factor. And it is Texas.
Yeah. Here's a real serious dude here I caught. I don't know what the hell. This dude was amazingly dedicated to his screenshots. He's probably looking for the right camera angle right now. AJ
Jr., right?
Yeah, that's AJ. Yeah. Yep.
He looks lost.
He's looking at his camera probably. He was running around just, he's just totally obsessed.
Hold on. Put that back up. Did he have a like and subscribe button on his chest?
I think it was Faithless Forum. It says Faithless Forum.
Gary Olson.
God damn it, Gary. Hang on a second, guys.
Speed is so old he hasn't figured out that you can put your phone on silent mode.
Yeah, and have it vibrate. Yeah, vibrate. No, he changes the song like daily, I think. So
I don't even bother.
You must be going deaf if it's that loud.
I know you can do certain ringtones for certain people, and then
that's my Orphan Black ringtone from the series Orphan Black, the theme song.
Yeah, I never watched it.
What kind of producer are you that you have your phone on during a live show?
If I turn it off, I'll forget to turn it on, and my ex-wife will get mad at me again because I don't.
Why are you worried about a woman that divorced you, or you?
Well, because I'm so fucking
She's already your ex-wife. What the fuck can happen?
Exactly.
You know, we split up in 1994, and she still terrorizes me.
That's what happens when you breed. That's what happens when you breed with someone.
Just shows you who the smartest one in that marriage was.
Yep, you got that right.
See?
I agree. I know. I fucking can't help it.
Maximus Atheist is going. Him and the Freak are going at it. Maximus made the claim that there is no God, basically, and it's going from there. And he says the Freak, the entire book.
Speed, look in the private chat.
Okay. Yeah, I know. He's blocked? Did I block him? Well, you know, you're on probation yet, Wildheart. We got to talk before I dare let you on.
Oh. I have no comment.
I need and there's got to be some sort of a sobriety test before I let you on, because you know, like, I want to see you walk a line and lift one foot up and hold it up and shit like that. You know, it's the usual shit.
At least start out the stream sober. Out the stream sober and see where it goes from there. Yeah.
I mean, I do like that. I think he's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, I'm afraid he's going to eat chicken again. Because
if you do things that annoy the heck out of people on purpose, of course you're going to get timed. And then if you bitch about it, why is somebody else going to have you on again? Yeah. I already told him last time that we had all talked and stuff. Yeah, dude, you reap what you sow. I spelled sow the wrong way and Kat got me on it. But you reap what you sow. If you do something rude to somebody or do something on someone else's stream that looks stupid and you get bitched out about it, don't call them bad names because you got bitched out for doing something stupid. Accept it and move on. And he agreed. Yeah, I did. That was pretty fucked up. I'm like, exactly my point. Just accept it and move on.
Yeah, well, he's on probation. I'm considering it at some point.
His pagan mom talking through a potato.
Wait, what?
Stupid pardon turkey said, "Is pagan mom talking through a potato?"
Yes, I am.
You're pretty
That's
clear.
why I don't come on stream very often, because I don't know which headphones are good or not until I listen back.
I was wondering. So, pagan mom, you know we're still live, right?
Yeah,
right, we're live.
Just checking.
Okay, yeah.
So what happened on Thursday, I was in there talking with people and everything, and then in popped Smokey. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be on the same stage as him. Period.
Yeah.
I don't care if anybody thinks, why does she even care? I care. That's it. And I left. So it's like, the reason why I come in at the end is because it's set who's already there. I already see who I want to talk to. I'm not going to be surprised. And I'm not going to miss out on something because some dipshit wants to come in and cause havoc in the middle of the conversation. It's already set in stone who's there, and it's the people I want to talk to. So I do not miss people that I don't want to be around, but when they're there, I leave, and then I miss out. It sucks.
I feel that way about a few people. By the way, Danny and I are going to have another round on natural selection and Fodor on Sunday.
Oh my God! Really?
I don't know if I can watch it because once somebody gets under my skin bad enough, their voice hurts my head, and I've been having a lot of times.
I've been trying to put a filter on him. Like
it's going to be like listening to nails on a chalkboard for an hour.
I can handle that.
Do that to us.
I'm just wondering exactly how many times can you exhume a dead horse to kick it?
I love kicking this
until it
horse.
stops being fun.
I love embarrassing these fuckers on this particular problem because it is so embarrassing. And I spent some time rereading Fodor's paper, and my impression is that Fodor was losing his fucking mind.
Well, think of it this way. People keep doing the same old comments like Darth and Oh Boy, and they do the same things knowing that they're going to hit a certain amount of fans.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing this shit for the fandom, not for the intelligence and not for the anything but the gotcha moment. And it's like these months are lol cows and they're fading out. And the problem is that Danny has some good ideas. Danny has some good talking points, but he keeps falling back on all the lol cow bullshit. And they keep going with the lol cow type of mentality. I'm just going to make you look like a fool instead of proving my point.
He had a good idea. When was that?
At the beginning somewhere.
Oh,
he has a good point.
Miss that.
And then he makes and alienates everybody with it.
Yeah.
Instead of speaking it out both ends. You
know?
Well,
he's basically
he does talk out both ends.
I think people should listen because I think it's really important to understand the extended synthesis of evolution and understand what evolution is really about. Because a lot of laymen don't get it.
Can't you do that without him?
Well, that's the thing. I try to listen on this panel. It's why I don't talk much, why I don't get in the panel. I'm actually listening. And if I can't listen for a second, I side chat and then I get back to it. He won't let anybody do anything but what he wants to talk about in the way he wants to. And the only difference between him and Otangelo is he's more young and annoying about it. Otangelo will actually stop for a second. And DD, he's right on par with DD without the age.
I moderate Danny pretty heavily, and I actually got some pushback from somebody for being mean to him because I threatened to throw him off if he continued to be an asshole. Because I just won't tolerate it. I mean, I'm not going to tolerate the bullshit from him. So
exactly, you've been the center of it for a long time, and it's like whenever I said anything, when he started calling me just a cheerleader, it's because I was pointing out the fact if you're going to be addicted to somebody and you're not even their friend to the point where you can do that, of course you're not going to be able to do the same things that the friends do because you haven't established a relationship. Well, why should that matter? Exactly my point.
Yep.
You don't see why it matters. We do. Therefore, why are you bothering to talk to people that don't see eye to eye with you in any way? It's a waste of your time.
The fucking thing that kills me is how little people see through some of the shit that he says. How few people see through his stuff. I don't know. And
that's
so
what
I
makes me
don't know.
Bad about him.
I'll try one more time with him, I think, and then, one of the things that I've done with a lot of the Christians is I made a decision about 8 months ago already that I'm going to talk about them, not to them.
Right.
There are a lot of them that I just don't.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think you can do more good talking to a Christian. Have Sal Cordova on. At least then you're going to reach people who care.
Sal won't even say my name. He won't. The only thing he does is every now and then he'll say there are no answers in atheism. Have a one-on-one with little Peepee. Oh God, he won't. He's another one that won't come on and do a one-on-one.
He won't.
He only comes on if he's raging, and I got to throw him off then.
I'm on a payment plan. Well, shoot, the only time he ever talks to me is when I'm saying something to somebody else, and he feels like calling somebody a moron. I'm just a moron. Yeah, he doesn't even bother talking to anybody other than his sycophant. So why bother?
Those are the only words he's learned.
moron and
what I'm saying is find a creationist who wants to talk to you and talk to that person.
Rebecca, she's reasonable.
For instance, that
would
be a good
now.
one. First of all, she's a reasonable person to talk to. She's not going to troll you.
Right.
But if you're going to have her on, but if you have her on, her following will watch it too, and you can actually do something.
Therein lies the crux.
Having Danny on is so pointless.
He has a following, but it's all of us pretty much. All his shit posters and stuff like that are the ones that follow him, not real people. No, the person that I would like to invite on sometime, not on somebody's channel specifically, but
hang on a second, you guys.
What?
His phone again. He's like a teenager. He can't do without his phone.
I'm worse.
Well, my phone is still there to call people, and that's the only thing that I'm using it for. Nothing else.
Does anybody here remember Deep Thoughts as a skit in freaking Saturday Night Live from years ago?
No.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
That sounds familiar.
No. Whenever I see some of Stephanie's comments, I'm just reminded of that skit. Like
the old SNL? Yeah, I remember that too.
Using your head to knock a wall down can be a trauma in itself.
Well, that is very true. Gotta love the ellipses.
I'm going to start. Deep Thoughts by Stephanie Trenton. If you drink water while breathing in, you could choke.
You could drown without going swimming.
Yep. Confucius said.
Is that a radio in the background or a TV?
That's me.
And a squealing child. It sounded like a squealing child.
That was a phone and a squealing door.
Oh.
I forgot the speaker was on when I was going outside. And we all do our phones.
I'm curious.
If
I now put up a porn picture, then Speed couldn't do anything. If he's constantly on the phone, we could do all
I wasn't on the phone. My friend came over to get the Costco. I had to give him the Costco.
Wait a minute. You're letting someone else use your membership?
Yeah.
Your Speed.
You're going to want to edit that out of this screen because of violation of membership.
We believe you, Speed.
No, he's my life partner. He's my, significant other. So you get to have two people on that membership. So.
Oh, I got you.
Wait. Wasn't your significant other your ex who was mad if you turned off the phone?
Not anymore. I finally gave up on her. Oh my God! Look at Germania, or is that Gerdani?
What? This is Danny.
Yeah, right.
You had to put the picture up.
You fucking near got booted there. I was just ready to boot.
Wait. Is this better?
That's better. I like that better.
Oh, yeah. God. I don't know. I really don't know. He called me a moron, and the other one called me a cheerleader. So, I don't know.
Okay, Ger, that last picture, I was talking about my ex. Guys, I was talking about my ex. That was it.
Wait. I just tuned in. I'm sorry. You were talking about your ex, and are you saying that? Hold on.
That last picture you showed was actually a picture of my ex, right there.
This one?
Yeah. I was just talking about him.
Really?
My ex-wife. Yeah. You didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that about me, did you?
Not that particular part.
Now, doesn't that explain? Okay, doesn't that explain a lot?
Is your ex-wife?
Yeah. Doesn't that explain me and John's relationship a lot better?
Actually, you know what? It does. It puts it in perspective.
It does.
I can now understand and empathize with you.
Now I'm completely disturbed why he calls you pudding.
Yeah, that is kind of disturbing, but
you know, all making sense now.
You know, I kept leaving John at home, and I'd go out to the bars, and I'd be fucking around.
Pudding.
And John was sitting there. Pudding, where are you? You don't love it.
Miss the
Don't you love me
The
anymore?
images in my head are freaking priceless. Oh my
Hey,
god.
girl, you lied to me, you little bitch. I thought you were going to get something to eat. Yeah,
I
you
know,
are.
but then I saw Speed was still streaming, so I thought I'd pop in here for a minute.
Yeah,
Go
we're
eat. No,
We're about to shoot it in the head, guys.
Go eat. Go eat, girl. Like, no, you know,
Grr.
it doesn't
He can
sound.
hear that.
Wait, hang on. It doesn't sound as good as go to bed.
Hey, Midnight, go
Are
get
we
a spray
really doing
tan.
that? Come on.
I'm sorry, Midnight started.
So
I was
tired
just
of that
returning
topic.
it.
It's old. Let's stop, Midnight, please.
No.
Yeah, Midnight. Gosh.
No, I know. I was trying to make a joke of go
Yeah.
have dinner or not. God damn it! Sorry, I was.
What is going on between Maximus Atheist and the Freak? Okay, let's see.
I don't know.
Christianity just added the New Testament to the Jewish. Okay, and they all just simulations of religion. Okay, so then the Freak said, "What?" Okay. Then he said, "You prefer your God to be literally set in stone." In other words, if you ask for evidence of God, he thinks that it has to be stone. What is he saying? What's happening here?
I'm not sure I follow either.
I think that's an A and B conversation,
Wow.
and you should see your way out of it
Okay.
Ooh,
for your sanity.
Yeah, probably.
What have y'all
Basically, I
been
think
talking
he's saying
about?
empirical
Sorry.
evidence probably is what he means by that, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes, the Freak. Midnight is following me. He's stalking me.
he is stalking you.
He's a
Yes,
stalker.
yes. Guys,
Hey now.
can we shoot this in the head?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's one yay. One yay.
Nay.
Hey, it's your channel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do.
Nay.
Oh, fuck you, girl. I don't care what your opinion.
Fair enough.
Gert, did you
Anyway.
you started a new porn channel? I see you.
Yeah, a new porn channel. I was
Wait,
just,
do what?
I just wanted to go on your channel and see what was happening, and God, what you did to me.
Oh, yeah. That you saw where I got porn bombed?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that little. I don't know who
And,
that
like,
was, but yeah.
I
was
told you
making-
what to do when you didn't. You
I
did
did it.
like
I
yeah,
did
but
it.
you
Wait,
didn't
who
do it
porn
long
bombed
enough.
you?
You needed to stay,
That's
keep
true.
the guy in backstage and
Was it
give
P
it some
Mars?
time.
So, Gur, I was listening, and I just happened to look over at the phone, and that's what I saw. And I thought, okay, that
Wow,
just
perfect
confirms
timing.
everything I thought about your channel.
Perfect timing.
STD infested.
How long had that been going on?
SDIs, you mean?
Oh, shit.
Concept that death is a 50-50 assumption. You can make a 50-50 assumption on death? Okay. That's a weird way. So based on your lack of not knowing, you prospect that death is 50-50 assumption at best. This is a weird fucking conversation. I think they're talking past each other.
So based on your not knowing your prospect at death, what is he talking about? Like hell 50-50? That is he doing the what a Pascal's wager thing or what? What is he
Oh
talking?
yeah. The Freak, does the non-existing evidence undermine leprechauns? Now apply
Yeah.
the same logic to your God.
Or Santa? I'm a Santaist.
Hold on. Santa's real.
I actually believe in Santa.
No, you don't have to believe in Santa. Is real.
I know. I've
It
seen
was a
Santa.
guy called it was a guy called Saint Nicholas from Turkey. He's real. He's dead, but he's real.
Yeah, but the concept of Santa Claus being this fat, jolly, old guy that never seems to get any older, who has a place up in the North Pole with elves that make toys, knows all the boys and
Yeah,
girls, and flying around.
that is so stupid. That is so silly. We all know Saint Nicholas or Santa Claus, as he's actually called, lives in Spain. and comes to the Netherlands every year by boat.
Okay.
The Americans got literally everything wrong.
And imports to all the boys and girls.
And the biggest problem is that he's got a lot of helpers who go down the chimney and end up black. And now, when everything's politically correct, you can't have people going around with blackface anymore. So,
oh my god!
Now that is
what in the world?
Now they're associating that with
in the head.
No, hold on. They're associating that with slavery, which basically means that you can't have a chimney sweep because that's slavery. I have no clue.
Anyway, I was worried about the size of our chimney when I believed in Santa, and I was like, what the fuck? How's that? But then I read a Superman comic and they had Elastic Man on there, and then I was okay. It all made sense.
Airtight logic.
Wasn't there a superhero that could get into tight spots, and that was its only superpower, that he could get into tight spots?
Well, there's Ant-Man.
I was thinking Ant-Man too.
I don't know.
No, there was a special superhero that his only superpower was that he could get in tight spots, so he could get through a keyhole, stuff like that. That was his only superpower. Probably that explains why he never got that famous.
Leprechauns or God? Let's see. Maximus. Okay, the freak. Anyway, okay, I'm shooting in the head, guys.
Wait. Before you do it, let me do this real quick. No, I'm not going to pour him bomb, but for your holiday viewing pleasure, folks, I recommend.
Oh. So.
You recommend
Krampus.
Oh yes! Oh my god!
Oh, Krampus! Yeah,
that movie is fucking great.
Yeah, that fucked me up.
It's not just a movie. That is Santa's helper in Germany and parts of Austria. Kids are taught that Krampus is coming.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw the movie. Yeah. I didn't care for it, but
Oh, I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I don't know.
I haven't seen it since theaters because I went to the theater to watch it, and I just left thinking. I
can tell you one thing. There's a movie that just came out for streaming called Black Friday. It's got Michael J. White in it and Bruce Campbell. Don't watch it. That's the worst fucking campy horror movie I've seen in a long. Oh, it's fucking bad.
Oh, like Black Christmas.
Isn't Michael fucking Halloween coming back with another movie, another installment?
Supposed to be 3 total.
Huh?
Supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah, they just came out with so there was the Halloween, and then there's Halloween Kills, and then there's going to be as part of these reboots. I think you're right, Gary. I think it's supposed to be 3. But Halloween Kills just came out.
It's a reboot.
Well, it's actually a continuation.
Because Halloween, the new Halloween that came out a couple of years ago, which reintroduces Jamie Lee Curtis, but she's older and it deals with her daughter and Michael Myers, and they actually brought back Nick Castle to play Michael Myers, and then Halloween Kills is a sequel to that one.
Michael Myers is kind of like COVID.
But there's only one. There's still only one strain.
What do you mean? He's like
you fucking can't get rid of him. Drop a nuclear bomb on the motherfucker, and he still comes back. It's like COVID. Same thing. I've given up. I've fucking given up. I've lost hope. What did you call it? Fucking Omicron or whatever? The fucking
Omicron strain.
I've lost hope.
Omicron. Yeah.
Going to hang myself.
Speed.
Shoot her in the head and then hang myself.
Speed. You messed up when you had hope to begin with.
Oh, I guess so. That
was your first mistake.
And please shoot this in the head, because the freak is using shit that I used to use back in the day, and it's literally making me want to puke.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It took 70 years for life to beat the hope out of me, but man, it's happened. Okay. We're killing this shit. See you
Goodbye,
guys.
cruel world.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Goodbye, cruel world.